Hi, my name is Emily, and I will be doing my interpersonal fiction presentation on The Notebook, the fight scene specifically. So a little bit of background information. The Notebook takes place in North Carolina in the 1940s, and the story follows Allie and Noah as they are 17 and they have a summer fling. However, they are forced to break up the end of the summer due to Allie's wealthier status and Noah's more humble upbringing. This scene, the fight scene, takes place years after their breakup, after they've already tried to move on, and this is their first reconnection after that. So I thought it would be good to watch the scene before talking about it.
I see you got my letters. Finally. What are you gonna do, Al?
I don't know.
We're back to that. Are we back there? What about the past couple of days? They happened, you know?
I know that they happened and they were wonderful, but they were also very irresponsible. I have a fiance waiting for me at a hotel who's going to be crushed when he
So you
finds out
make
what I
love
did.
to me, and then you go back to your husband? Is that your plan? Was that a test that I
No,
didn't pass?
I made a promise to a man. He gave me a ring and I gave him my word.
And your word is shot to hell now, don't you think?
I don't know. I'll find out when I talk to him.
This is not about keeping your promise, and it's not about following your heart. It's about security.
What is that supposed to mean?
Money!
What are you talking?
He's got a lot of money.
Now I hate you, you
Well, I
slow
hate
bastard.
you. If you leave here, I hate you.
What
Hey, you
have you
if
ever
you leave
paid any
here.
attention to anything that's been happening?
I guess
lately?
not. I think I must have misread all of those
I
signals.
guess you did.
You're bored. You're bored and you know it. You wouldn't be here if there wasn't something missing.
Arrogant son of a bitch.
Would you just stay with me?
Stay with you. What for? Look at us. We're already fighting.
Well, that's what we do. We fight. You tell me when I'm being an arrogant son of a bitch, and I tell you when you're being a pain in the ass. Which you are, 99% of the time. I'm not afraid to hurt your feelings. They have like a 2-second rebound rate, and you're back doing the next pain in the ass thing.
So what?
So it's not gonna be easy. It's gonna be really hard. And we're gonna have to work at this every day, but I wanna do that because I want you. I want all of you, forever, you and me, every day. Will you do something for me? Please? You just picture your life for me. 30 years from now, 40 years from now, what's it look like? If it's with that guy, go. Go! I lost you once. I think I could do it again. If I thought it's what you really wanted. But don't you take the easy way out.
What easy way? There is no easy way. No matter what I do, somebody gets hurt.
Would you stop thinking about what everyone wants? Stop thinking about what I want, what he wants, what your parents want. What do you want? What do you want?
It's not that simple.
What do you want? God damn it, what do you want?
I have to go.
So we can see a lot of things happen in that scene, such as reactivity. They are pursuing no goal from their argument. They're both arguing different things. They have different perspectives on what they're trying to say, and it just results in explosive emotions and negative reactions to one another. They also, you can see kitchen sinking happening. Noah says, I hate you. Allie calls him names, and they don't relate in any way to the conflict that they're having, and it doesn't help to resolve it in any way. And the conflict ends in separation. There is no resolution. They don't plan to have a resolution in any way. Allie just says she has to leave and she drives off. So they are also both experiencing self-enhancing thoughts. They can't understand each other's perspectives, and they're not trying to. They're just trying to get their points across by being as loud as they can, and they're not doing well at expressing their emotions. You can also see that this is a result of unresolved conflict from the past. Their emotions are so explosive because they're being brought up from previous unresolved feelings they have from one another from the past. They also communicate very differently. So verbally, Allie is very emotionally driven in what she is trying to say, and she also has a high emotional awareness. She knows how she feels, and she's understanding the consequences of what will happen, whether she goes with Noah or if she like stays with her fiance. But she's having a hard time expressing that to him, and that's kind of where things get a little muddy between their conversation. And Noah has a low emotional regulation. He is very overwhelmed by his feelings, and he's not doing a good job at expressing them in a way that isn't explosive and coming off as very negative towards her. We can also see that he's very direct in the way that he talks to her. He asks very direct questions, and she has a very hard time answering them, giving responses like, I don't know, and kind of just avoiding the topic altogether. We can also see differences in their communication style non-verbally. Allie is very reserved. She's a lot less confrontational and hesitant in her responses. She avoids eye contact. She walks away. She tries to get in her car multiple times, even though she is pulled back into the argument most of the time. Whereas Noah is very confrontational, and he gets up and his hand gestures are very much so towards her. And he is talking towards her, and she is kind of not when she's talking to him. It's not as direct, it's not as confrontational, which can tend to lead them both to feel as though the other one isn't really listening to them. In conclusion, we can see a lot of different things from this conversation: reactivity, kitchen sinking, self-enhancing thoughts that are really making it hard for them to understand one another. And they also have very different communication styles, with Allie's more hesitant, less direct, and Noah's more confrontational style. It causes them to end in a separation with no resolution made because they have different priorities in the conversation, and they aren't communicating in a way that is best for both of them.